Program 13 is Tenuous Families. So you will have family members that have unrealistic expectations. You'll have family members that have gone through trauma because their family member was fine a couple days ago. Now they're very, very sick. And they don't know who to blame, so they're going to blame you a lot of times. So, and sometimes no matter how much customer service you do, no matter how many times you call them a day, no matter how many times you answer their calls, they're not going to be happy, and they're not going to have a good attitude about the nursing home or about your care or about your nurses or about your staff. But you need to know who those people are, and you need to keep track of what you're doing about it, what's working, what's not. It needs to be a separate set of care plans that sort of track how you're dealing with those families and how they're responding to the way you're treating them. So I would keep this list and follow up on it frequently. And, quite honestly, there's a point where you reach where you say, obviously you're not happy here. Is there somewhere you can go? That is something that you should talk to me about first, but you try to bend over backwards and make the person happy first and foremost. Frequent calls, accommodating them in any way possible, making sure that you're always available to them, making sure they have your cell phone number and the cell phone numbers of other critical staff such as maintenance and dietary, and making sure that they're getting their questions or concerns answered quickly and professionally. But again, there will come a point where people sometimes just are not happy, and they're never going to be happy with our service. But we have to do everything in our power before we make a decision, like asking them if they'd like to go somewhere else. And you should have a written plan, an off-the-record particular file of what you're doing with that family member or that group of family members to try to win them over. I call that tenuous family members. So that list should be available to you, and you should be keeping track of what you're doing.